Outside the vice president's compound in a largely residential neighborhood of Washington, D.C., 2 buses of asylum-seeking migrants left on the street.
So while we're doing this political show, we have human beings feeling that their suffering is being exploited.
Meantime, on Martha's Vineyard, a small resort island off the coast of Massachusetts, 2 planes dropped off more migrants. Some say they were told they would be going to Boston with the promise of work permits.
They were told that they would have a job and they would have housing. They were told something that wasn't the case and traveled a long way to be, duped in a way. It was really kind of overwhelming. Yeah, kind of overwhelming and sad.
Both migrant groups have started in Texas, where they were awaiting asylum hearings. Efforts are underway to move some of the migrants in Martha's Vineyard to nearby Cape Cod on the mainland, where it will likely be easier to find housing and support services. Texas Governor Greg Abbott coordinated the migrant drop-off in front of the vice president's house. The 2 planes carrying migrants to Martha's Vineyard were arranged by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, a conservative Republican, often mentioned as a potential presidential candidate. The stated political goal: make liberal Democrats feel the pressure border states have felt.
The minute even a small fraction of what those border towns deal with every day is brought to their front door, they all of a sudden go berserk, and they're so upset that this is happening. And it just shows you, their virtue signaling is a fraud.
Latino leaders and immigration advocates are calling the relocations cruel.
What we're seeing is certain governors are using these families and these refugees for political stunts. And again, it's deplorable and it's really inhumane to treat people like that.
At an event to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month, U.S. President Joe Biden condemned the Republicans behind the relocations.
We're committed to fixing the immigration system. Instead of working with us on solutions, Republicans are playing politics with human beings, using them as props. What they're doing is simply wrong. It's un-American. It's reckless.
Republicans see immigration as a key issue for their candidates going into the congressional midterm elections in November, and there are no indications they will stop the controversial relocations. Jim Spellman, CGTN, Washington.